everybody. Let me set the timer before I forget. There we go. Welcome back to another episode of the Armored Core Marathon that I started like 3 days ago. We're starting Armored Core 2 today. It's still the same. It still takes place in the same timeline and universe as the first Armored Core. However, I don't know if it follows the events of the original or Master of Arena, but honestly, it doesn't matter because this is very far ahead in the future. The events of Armored Core 2 take place quite a way. This music though. This is called Trans Am parentheses KH Mix. It's like a remix of the credits theme for Armored Core Master of Arena, which we heard and saw last night. Anyway, it's like a 6.5 minute song, so I gotta stop it. I wanted to open the stream with that because it's nice. 6.5 minute song. So there we go. There's my audio check. We're good to go. So yeah, that's pretty much the intro of the game. We're just gonna jump right into it. If the volume is actually a little bit more balanced for this one, I'll turn down my microphone again, finally. If the audio for when the characters talk isn't like over the top compared to sound effects and all that. But yeah, so I don't know, and it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter at all, actually, whether this takes place in the original Armored Core's universe or the Master of Arena one. It doesn't matter because they had such similar storylines, and this takes place way in the future with another surprisingly timely topic. I believe this game is from the year 2001 or 2. It was a launch title for PS2, so it came out at the same time that the PlayStation 2 did. Let's jump into it. Whoa! The buffer. So I found out that buffer, when that happens, it's because you were watching a different video on a different tab, like the music I had playing. So, didn't happen again after the first time. That's what it was called, not the Kawasaki. I told you guys it would make a return. Yeah, the title, the box art / intro movie Armored Core for this game also uses the Kurosawa. Now I know it's called that, just like Master of Arena's intro. That weapon makes a return. I told you guys it becomes iconic. There it is. Giant laser cannon. Oh, giant laser gun. This one's holding a grenade launcher. These three ACs look kind of similar. Don't get them confused. They're working as a team. That's the Kurosawa. The Giga Chad in the middle. Three on three. Damn. Homie got annihilated. That doesn't actually become a mechanic in-game until the Armored Core 3. But it's in this intro movie. Get fucking destroyed.
Earth Year 223.
Okay, I forgot. He skips the title screen and goes right into it. So from there, you're supposed to go to the title screen and then hit new game. You obviously can't transfer data from PS1 Armored Cores. Let me do this.
Earth Year 223. In the wake of the final war known as the Great Destruction, mankind was forced underground. But with the discovery of the pre-war Mars immigration project, the human race would again prosper and flourish.
They discovered Elon Musk's project, SpaceX.
The age of conflict in the subterranean world was finally over, and the newly established government made restoration of the devastated environment its priority. Emigration to Mars was encouraged, but this influx of settlers posed a threat to law and order on the Red Planet. Corporations that were all-powerful during the Subterranean era lost their foothold when the government was created. But with a new planet, ripe for exploration, they discovered opportunities to regain their strength.
Oh shit! And therein lies the setup for our little story, our new little story here on Mars. Time to colonize Mars and spread capitalism to it. That's what the corporations are thinking. Let's do it. A new planet to exploit for all of its resources. Damn, the load screens are fast as shit now. The load times, I should say. That's PS2 versus PS1. You see the difference here. Operation name Wild Bird. Client Nerves Concord. Opponent Rebel Army. Place Zeo Satellite City. Weather Fair Weather. Okay. Mission start time 2000 hours. Estimated success rate 85%. You guys are gonna have to pause it from now on because I'm not reading that every time, and that's fast. The load times.
You know the drill. This mission will test your abilities. The test is simple. All you have to do is destroy all MTs that have entered this region. Should you succeed, you will be registered as a Raven in the arena. If you fail, you die.
Just like the Raven's Nest test back in the day.
I'll accompany you as an observer, but only in that capacity. Keep this in mind.
You ain't gonna help.
Here they are. Time to see what you learned on Earth.
Oh, by the way, the AC that's on the box art, the one from the intro movie that annihilated the whole base.
Go straight along the road and clean them out.
It's another overweight AC. Yes, I made that one too, and it's overweight no matter what you do. I was like, fuck! Why does every title or intro movie box art fucking Armored Core have to be overweight and you can't actually use it? However, I forgot to mention there is a perk, like a New Game Plus perk, though there is no New Game Plus. For this game and Master of Arena, if you 100%ed the game, you beat all the missions, all the arena opponents, you could actually start using overweight ACs. But I mean, there's nothing left to do at that point. You've already finished the story and you've completed the game 100%, so it's kind of pointless, but yeah. Both this game and Master of Arena had that perk if you 100%ed it, which isn't hard, by the way. It's not a fucking RPG game or, you know, an action adventure like Zelda that has a fucking million things to do.
The leader is headed your way. Take him out.
Starting ACs.
Not bad. Your piloting abilities are impressive. Congratulations. From now on, you are a Raven.
What a jump. What a jump in graphics though, right? Like for in-game. But even the CGI movie too. Pretty impressive from one console generation to the next. Back then it was a huge leap. Nowadays, feels like it's getting... You know, the leap is getting smaller. Or I just have to go back and look at a late era PS4 game and compare it with like an early era PS5 game, but I'm pretty sure it's like, it's not as big of a difference anymore. Okay, so new email. Again, he's not going to read them in order for some reason. Supposed to read Welcome Raven first, but new partner. Sender name Nell Alter. I'm gonna... Hello, Raven. I am Nell Alter, a liaison manager for the Nerves Concord. I'm responsible for your managerial duties, including mission assignments and communication support, just like Lana Nielsen was in, you know, Master of Arena. How long I will be your manager is up to you, but I look forward to working together. nice thinly veiled way of saying, you know, if you die, then I guess that's it. I've already lined up your first mission assignment. The job is low in rank for a Raven, but it's a good chance to get warmed up. Please complete the mission successfully.
Dylan!
On a parting note, some birds can fly and others cannot. This is the only truth in your existence. I pray you'll have the ability to fly.
You son of a...
Okay. Thank you. Nerves Concord saying welcome. Welcome to Mars. Here you will perform various missions as a Raven registered with the Nerves Concord. We look forward to working with you. Under the terraforming project, the Martian environment is beginning to approximate that of the Earth's. The terraforming project is the colonization of Mars, essentially. Thank you, Elon Musk. And as Martian society matures, conflicts over control are becoming fierce. And thank you, capitalism, for making your way up here too. Great.
Fuck! You son of a bitch!
The planet is therefore in a state of constant turmoil. For a Raven, it is an ideal setting. The amount of work available to you is limited only by your abilities. Unless some asshole were to come along and shift the balance of power too far in one direction and end the war, and then, you know, peace comes about, then all the Ravens are unemployed. I'm sure that won't happen again, right? There's no Raven strong enough to turn the tide of war like that. Surely. Another thing. As on Earth, arenas for Ravens exist on Mars. See, they're referencing Master of Arena. That means, okay, then this email confirms it. Master of Arena is the new canon. Which is fine. Basically had the same storyline. Arenas for Ravens exist on Mars, and all Ravens must be registered with an arena. Your registration is already complete. Your current ranking reflects your status as a new Raven. Advancement through the ranks rests solely on your shoulders. We will contact you periodically, so remember to check your mail. Good luck. So, the new Raven's Nest is this. Nerves Concord is what it's called now. This is a mediator for Ravens and clients. Their clients, as mercenaries. Just as before. We got MT Suppression or Eliminate Informer. We're going with MT Suppression. Request through Zeo Matrix.
Prototype MTs are malfunctioning and running loose in the Bundle MT factory. The cause of this may be the electromagnetic field surrounding a meteor that fell nearby. As the malfunctioning MTs are only prototypes, they are weakly armed. No major damage is expected, but we cannot let them run amok. Your mission assignment is the destruction of all malfunctioning MTs. Good luck.
Theater of Operations, Bundle MT Factory, Enemy Forces MTs, Objective Destroy all MTs. There you go. And the reward was 27,000 credits, but I stopped reading because, you know, I want to let the voice actors take over. Operation name Bad Boys.
System engaged. The gates between blocks have been closed to prevent the damage from spreading. Destroy all MTs in each of the blocks. Doing so will open the gates one by one.
So their voices are not overly loud now on the radio. I still see the volume bar for them, but this is like it's still peaking to the same point, but it's balanced with the sound effects now. Their voices aren't like 10 times louder than the gunshots and
to Block B has been released.
yeah, they're not like 10 times louder than the gunshots and explosions. So I'll probably be able to, once I check it after I save the recording between this and the next segment, it's safe to say I'll probably be able to lower my mic again now. It won't be that, I won't have to have it a little bit louder to compensate for the loud ass radio calls. It's not a thing anymore, the audio balancing is better. We're fast forwarding. This first mission is it's partially because, you know, still have just the starting AC. This guy really likes this color, doesn't he? He didn't even, I think he edited out the part where he went into the garage to change the color of his AC. I don't remember seeing that. Here, fuck this.
Grenade locked. Block C has been released.
Yes, Nell Alter's voice actress is the same as Lana Nielsen from Master of Arena. She stays with the Armored Core series for quite a bit, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure she's also in Armored Core 3. I was like, I'm fast forwarding this. This is really dull with the starting AC. And here's our new screen for, you know, our balance sheet. Income and expense report, that. Special additions, special deductions, AC repair, ammunition, just like before. Total balance right there. Your balance and then how much you made, basically, and then your total credits. You get to see this fanciness every time you come back here. It's nice. You have new mail. Zeo Matrix. They were the first person we worked for, so Nell Alter's gonna tell us some more about them. Zeo Matrix is currently the most powerful corporation on Mars. It wasn't a large corporation prior to Martian development, but it was first to expand into Mars. Early bird gets the worm, I guess, and soon claimed the #1 position through a series of AC developments. Armored Core developments. Zeo Matrix frequently employs Ravens. As your name becomes established, they will most likely approach you with important missions. Okay. The value of your existence is determined by corporate decisions. Do not forget who allows you to live. We will contact you again. Jesus. I'm not sure if she was forwarding that last little bit from Zeo Matrix themselves. I think she was. Or if she's just being kind of a hard ass with us. But I mean, she's being honest. You know, being a freelance mercenary. Working for the highest bidder, you're at their mercy, especially if the balance of power is uneven, then your most frequent employer is going to be the most powerful corporation, obviously, so you better not get on their bad side, essentially. Luckily, Nerves Concord keeps the Ravens and who they work for anonymous, so most of the time they never know if a Raven is working for someone else. Like, they never say that deliberately, but you can notice it in the last game when we played the Armored Core. Like, they didn't always know explicitly if you were working for someone else, and well, even if they did, they know the nature of, you know, Ravens. They're freelance mercenaries. They can't do shit about it. But here they're already sending threats. Jesus. Eliminate Informer or defend the bridge? Eliminate Informer. This time we're getting a request from LCC. Another company.
We request the elimination of an informer. The target is an employee of ours who has been selling highly classified information to other corporations.
You son of a bitch!
Through surveillance, we've learned that he will be meeting with representatives from Emerald Corporation tonight at Fauna Crater. We want you to eliminate him then and there. Attack only the vehicle that the target has boarded. Ignore the corporate forces. We want to send them a message that will no longer tolerate such activities.
He chuckled.
I don't like having to hire a Raven, but as the rest of our forces are engaged in other activities, I don't really have a choice. That is all. Good luck.
Dude, the voice acting, that accent and his voice acting, that motherfucker went in, dude. I told you guys last time that when they start voice acting from Armored Core 2 and onward from here in the series, for the mission briefings, the fucking voice actors for the mission briefings go fucking in, dude. It's a different actor for each company, too.
AC detected nearby.
Every employer is a different, they got a different person.
Raven? Ah, damn it, they found out. Fuck!
You didn't think they would?
All units converge on the Raven.
Make sure our contact is protected.
We just gotta kill the dude running off in the truck. Where is he? I think this was the first game to allow, yeah, this one without like any kind of jank ass like little cheat code was the first one to actually allow first person mode by just like changing a setting in the garage. And you could add little instruments in your HUD, and they actually look different in first person than they do here in third person. They actually put like metallic like borders around some of the They put like little metallic borders around some of the instruments, and they make them look slightly different the way they're shaped when you're in first person mode, so it makes it feel like you're actually in the cockpit like you see here. Although here the screen in the background of the balance sheet or the income and expense report is the first person view of the cockpit from the but using the graphics from the CGI intro movie that we saw. That's not how the actual in-game first person looks, sadly. Not yet. But I fucking love that shit. I love that in this game, and even though it made the game harder, I loved using it, like I said last time. And it reminds me that another game that I really liked doing that with, because it was also really cool looking, was Star Fox 64. I liked going into first person for that one too, because you could actually see all the instruments in the cockpit of the plane. Like you could see it around you, so it felt like you were really actually seeing through the eyes of the character, the pilot, basically. Oh, this one doesn't say though. Disorder units, okay. The fuck is this? We have a request for the removal of disorder units. These are unmanned, armored weapons known to have existed prior to Martian development.
What? What the fuck?
So there was life on Mars before we came along, huh? Disorder units display organized insect-like behavior and appear unannounced in various Martian cities and facilities, causing great damage. It's not known exactly what the disorder units are. We only know they're dangerous and that a number of different types exist. That's about all. Missions involving disorder units will probably be common in the future, so exercise great caution. Excuse me. Stay alert for any information regarding them. We will contact you again. Earth Government and LCC. As you know, the Earth Government struggled during the chaos of the Subterranean Era, the Armored Core 1 time period, to rebuild itself into the ruling entity that it was prior to the Great Destruction. Okay. LCC is an organization established by the Earth Government, but it lacks clout, as the Earth Government's resources are focused on environmental reclamation and maintaining order on the Earth. Okay, so LCC is the Earth Government extension here on Mars. But they can't get a leash on the corporations that made a foothold here first. Those damn private interests. LCC possesses no real military strength and relies heavily upon Ravens. Even though the guy literally told us, I don't like hiring a Raven, but... I like how he added that little chuckle at the end of one of the lines he spoke out. He was like, this is quiet little... They went in, man. Corporations pretend to obey LCC, but behind the scenes they're engaged in a vicious power struggle. No shit. LCC has been quiet since its inception, but they could become active at any time. Thus, confrontations between corporations are becoming more and more deadly, and tension is mounting. Then again, this might be favorable for you, Ravens, as it provides more work for you. Yeah, of course, the life of a mercenary, I mean, you're not going to prosper much in a time of peace, are you? We'll contact you again. That was one of the main plot points of the first game. You stopped the war from shifting the balance of power too far in one direction because you became too powerful. That's why the Raven's Nest was trying to kill you. And so then you made work disappear for everybody. And you destroyed the delicate order that Raven's Nest enjoyed. So it tries to kill you because it was an AI. I only say it was an AI because I said it tries to kill you. But that, you know, it being an AI wasn't really the... That was just a plot twist or whatever, but it wasn't explicitly anything to do with the concept of, you know, them wanting you dead because, you know, you disrupted the balance of power in a way that they didn't like, or it didn't like, I guess. Anyway, whatever, you guys know we just watched Armored Core, you guys know what I'm talking about. Defend the bridge. LCC.
Head to the old bridge in the Tread Special Environment Zone. The bridge is a remnant left over from the first terraforming. It's now occupied by Zeo Matrix. We have no idea why Zeo has entered this zone, but we have jurisdiction over the old facilities, and unauthorized corporate encroachment will not be tolerated. Eliminate all corporate MTs. This will serve as a warning to them. This area is very high in temperature due to its exposure to lava released from a nearby volcano. The roads are badly damaged, but being a Raven, this should pose no problem. That is all. Good luck.
He's got a signature ending line there. Good luck. Scrambled egg. Nice code name for the mission. About to get cooked.
It's a Raven. All units, mission priority has changed. Attack.
What? You bastard! What the fuck?
System engaged. The bridge is old and decayed. Watch your step.
No shit. I suppose this sniper rifle is an upgrade from the normal rifle that was mid-range. Has the same firing rate, but you can do it from further away. Why not? Simple, easy, and straightforward. By the way, there's no appropriate time to show this, so I'm just gonna do it now because I just remembered. Because the Human Plus project is no longer part of the storyline, since that was a long time ago, and you know it came to an end when the AI that was doing it all, manipulating Murakumo as a puppet for it, for the project. That's why he said, you know, when the guy gets killed, he says pawns are mere pawns after all, or whatever. I forgot to explain that in the first game when we finished it, but it was kind of a whatever detail. So it's not part of the story. However, it is still a game mechanic, and it's got its own cutscene, just like in the first game. I actually should have it right here in my history because I looked it up ahead of time the other day. Scroll down a little bit. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Let me open it real quick. So again, you have to get into like 50,000 credits of debt. Again, there's no story reason anymore this time. It's not a thing anymore in this time period. But I forgot to pause this. It's not a thing anymore in this time period, but they decided to keep it as a game mechanic, so they made the unlock for it exactly the same. You get into debt, enormous debt, and then this happens. And the game starts over. Like, just like before. There's your body and your skull in a hologram. They're injecting shit into you. Look at the cables. Dude, if you really pay attention to that, those cables go deep into your goddamn skull. They got like cables and wires going into your skull and your spine and your back. Installing prosthetic body parts into you. Making you be reborn as a cyborg, essentially. So yeah, that's it. See, no dialogue this time or anything. It's not a story thing anymore. They made a cutscene for it anyway, but it's nothing to do with the story anymore, like in the first game. But yeah, you do that 6 or 8 times if you want all the upgrades, and just like before, it's mostly the same shit. And double energy, so you can boost around a lot more. A radar is your first upgrade, so you don't have to have a head with a radar or put one on your back, and you get one. You just automatically have a radar, no matter what. You know, things like that. It's the same shit. Anyway, back to the story. Thank you by the LCC. Good work. You seem to be a very proficient pilot. I'd be pleased if someone of your caliber would work exclusively for LCC in the future. They already want to buy our loyalty. We must grow in strength if we are to become an effective governing body here on Mars. Okay. Which one did he pick? Attack Rectena what? Installation. Emerald.
Please attack Zeomatrix's energy collection facility.
Apparently Emerald is French, or at least the guy sending you the mission briefings for them is.
The target is the Rectena installation in the Hellas Plain. Solar devices blanket the area, collecting sunlight and converting it into energy for use.
I might be completely wrong about the accent, by the way. I apologize if I am. At first I was like, is it French? I'm starting to gaslight myself now.
Collecting sunlight and converting it into energy for use in the major Martian cities. The goal is to undermine the public trust in Zeomatrix by destroying their ability to supply a necessary commodity, power. Destroy the facility and all Rectena devices. The facility is guarded by cannons and a squadron of fighter planes. Therefore, we will be attacking at night, when we should encounter less resistance. We will also be assembling an MT support team to provide you with cover. Failure is not an option. As a Raven, I'm sure you understand.
Listen to this Chad rolling his R's. Did you see how he rolled his R's in one of those sentences? He was like, as a Raven. Oh my god.
We've arrived at the target area, commencing AC drop. System engaged. An MT platoon supplied by our client will accompany us on this mission.
We got allies.
They're unmanned, so their loss is a little concern. Use them to your advantage.
They're just machines, so they're expendable. Our allies. Automated MTs. It hit! Nice. Alright, I'll fast forward a little. These early missions are kind of dull. Most Armored Core games start off that way. Even the first game did, but you know, I had a lot to say because I was like basically introducing and giving background to the whole franchise during the first half of the first game, so I had a shit ton to say to cover time, but right now it's like, alright. Let's just fast forward. There's not much to say right now because not much has happened story-wise. Holy shit, he almost left the area by accident. He was an inch away from crossing that red line. You gotta hate that can lead to accidental mission failures. But it is what it is. Stay in the borders. Emerald. Emerald is Earth's largest corporation, but it's a step behind Geomatrix as far as expansion into Mars is concerned. Okay. Of course, Emerald isn't satisfied with this situation, and they are gradually strengthening their power base on Mars through drastic measures. An aggressive attitude is what has made Emerald #1 on Earth. Their greed and ruthlessness is a prime example of corporations as a whole. Of course. I mean, it's just, they're just following the incentives of capitalism. We will contact you again. What more can you expect? Maximize profits, that's it. There's nothing in there about being nice. Remove disorder units by the LCC.
This is an emergency. Disorder units have been discovered in the 17th district of the underground high-speed railway. I'm requesting your services to eliminate them. Disorder units are unmanned, armored weapons of unknown origin. They've appeared in many places throughout Mars and have caused severe damage in the cities and facilities. This railway is part of a critical transport network on Mars. Should this get out of hand, the economic repercussions would be immense. The situation requires immediate attention. The LCC is currently handling other issues. Therefore, we've decided that hiring a Raven is the best course of action. Please take care of the situation. We cannot let these weapons of unknown origin hinder progress on Mars. Failure is not an option.
Fair enough.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Oh yeah, some missions have intro movies with CGI. Now you see what they're capable of. How quickly they destroyed that entire fucking subway train. Operation name Silent Show. Good luck!
There are many of these units. Be prepared for multiple targets.
That's something you say before the mission, so I know to bring extra ammo. Not now. There's a destroyed train that we just saw get fucking deleted. Speaking of CGI movies, I gotta look up, I'll do this in a different tab so it won't interrupt anything. I gotta look up the game over screen for this one. I forgot about that too. Just like in the first game, the early missions you can't get a game over, except for, you know, the very first one, the Ravens test. Just like in the original, you can get a game over if you fail that one. But after that, it's not until you get to the really high-risk missions towards the end of the game. Excuse me. That robotic voice was from the game over thing. I'll show you guys in a minute. Once this mission is over. Easy. Bruh. Ding, ding, ding. I don't like the music as much as in the original PS1 era, but it's not bad though. There's still some, you know, decent songs. Alright, so before we continue, this is literally like 2 seconds. Okay, it's 11 seconds, but yeah, it's shorter than the human. No, that's actually it's actually the same length as the Human Plus cutscene, but I mean, I don't really have to explain much. This is literally just game over. This is just what happens when you fail a mission or die during a mission that was of high risk or great importance, usually in the late game. Here it is. Wait, there we go. Mission failed. Game over. Yeah, you just get a first-person view of your pilot in the cockpit, and their computer shuts down as their AC, presumably, you know, gets destroyed, or I don't know. It just says mission failed, and that's it. Not much, but you know, I wanted to show it just to be thorough. All right, moving on. Capture cargo. Yep, that's what we're going into. Emerald.
We request that you attack the Zeomatrix transport vehicle.
This guy's voice.
The target is a lightly armed transport vehicle. According to our report, they'll be traveling on the T-20 highway. This route is different from the one normally used. The vehicle is probably transporting information on a newly developed technology. Capture the cargo and bring it to us. If this is not possible, destroy them both. The transport's destruction is the minimum requirement for this mission. That is all.
Simple.
A test of your reflexes!
Worker bee.
We've arrived at the target area. Leaving the area of operations.
Bye. There we go.
It's a Raven. Move out.
They're freaking out. I wonder if he's gonna use overboost. Yep, there it is. You have to catch up to them. Yeah, this is a brand new feature. You saw it in the intro movie, but I forgot to say something about it. This is a feature that stays from... It's a brand new feature to the series. What the fuck is that?
What the? A disorder unit?
Oh, shit!
Looks like we'll be unable to recover the goods. Go ahead and destroy them.
Fuck!
What was I saying? Yeah, overboost is a new feature. You saw it in the intro movie. You saw him use it now in game. It's exactly what it sounds like. You boost forward way faster than with the normal boost function, but it also uses your energy, you know, accordingly. Super fucking fast. You just piss it out. But it's when you need to get from point A to B really fucking fast. It's a really cool feature. And yeah, it's here to stay. This is in every Armored Core game from here on out. And there's actually, even in this game that just introduced it, there's actually different forms of overboost. Like there's actually, because it depends on the core piece. So there's some cores, even in this game, where instead of overboost, you had to activate it by hitting the two thumbsticks on the PS2 controller. If you click them both in, that's what did it. But there was actually some core units, actually it might not be this game, it might be Armored Core 3, where instead of an overboost, you get like a little drone with limited ammo, of course. You get like a little drone comes out of the core piece on like behind you like this, and it floats above you and fires little lasers at your enemies until it runs out of ammo. So there is alternatives to overboost depending on the core unit you choose. To all AC pilots by Emerald. New AC parts have been added to our line. These new products are the realization of our philosophy. More power to more people.
Come on, dude, bullshit.
Please see the shop for details. Nice marketing slogan, dude. We emphasize that weapons are nothing more than weapons. There's no need for fancy features, unbalanced power, or flashy designs. As long as they perform their task, that's enough. So they are function over form, with their design philosophy. Good weapons are weapons that can be used by many people.
Oh, shit!
Like they actually give a fuck. Zeo Matrix and Disorder units. It has been confirmed that the item... What? Oh yeah, the item Zeo Matrix was transporting was the Disorder unit. It is thought to be a previously unknown type. It didn't look like the little spider ones that we fought before, yeah. Where and how is Zeo Matrix capturing disorders, and why are they transporting them? Something is going on. We'll let you know if we find out anything new. Roger that. Finally getting some upgrades. Spaceport Escort, I think it said? LCC.
We've obtained information regarding a planned assault on Vilhul Spaceport. The spaceport is the main hub for travel between Earth and Mars. One of our Earth government spaceships is scheduled to land at the spaceport. The attack is probably intended to prevent it from doing so. The assault team is of unknown origin, but it's assumed they were hired by one of the corporations. We must destroy anyone who attempts to disturb the peace on Mars. We want to hire you to protect the terminal from potential enemy attack. You will also be provided with a support team to assist you in this mission. You will be reimbursed, even if the planned assault does not occur. You have no reason to reject this offer, have you?
Unless I maybe want to go with a different mission. I had 3 choices, so... Sweet, sweet.
Seems like everything here is normal. Let's go.
Identified squadron approaching. Commence attack.
Poor bastard. He's just like,
I got poison!
Main system engaging combat mode. The garrison has prepared a supply vehicle for us. As usual, ammunition, certain supplies.
Roger that, Nell. I almost called her Lana. Oh yeah, another new mechanic. You see this bar down here? Not the, you know, the C and H right there on the bottom right. They added a new internal AC parts called radiators. So now your AC can overheat, and overboosting can cause that to happen rather quickly. And if your AC overheats, you start to, it's like, you know,
I got poison!
It's essentially, from a gameplay standpoint, it's that. You start to lose armor points. Your health starts to drop, basically. Until your radiator can cool down your AC back to 0 or whatever. So once it goes past a certain threshold, it'll start emergency cooling, but until it can finish cooling, you're rapidly losing armor points. So that's a balancing mechanic so that you don't abuse overboost, even if you have the energy to do it.
Enemy bomber approaching.
The energy capacity to do it.
Checking ammunition.
All clear. Resupply complete.
System error optimizing? Oh yeah, there were these little hidden cheat codes you could do. I don't know if he did that or if he just, or something went wrong, but there were these little like hidden cheat codes you could do with your buttons. That would cause system errors like you saw up here. Maybe it just happened because he was reloading his ammo with that vehicle, the supply truck, but I don't really know. But there were these like little cheat codes you could activate in-game, just push the buttons, and one of them that I remember was giving yourself infinite energy. And it would say system error optimizing, and for that duration of that point of, you know, that beeping or whatever, not this, not leaving area, your energy bar wouldn't move. It would just stay stuck full, and you could just boost around all you wanted. However, the drawback was that after it wore off, your energy bar completely emptied out, whether you used any energy or not, and then it would go into charging mode where you can't boost at all until it finishes charging up all the way. So there was a counterbalance for it. But yeah, you had to know the actual button inputs to do it. I'm slowly remembering all the little mechanics they added. Wow, what a pain in the ass this enemy is. Even this guy's getting tired of waiting. He's just like, Jesus, man, hurry up. Got him.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Absolutely wrecked. Hey, look, it's one of Mars's moons. It was right there for a second. What are the two moons that Mars has? I know one of them is called Phobos. I forgot the name of the other one. Thank you. By LCC. Good work, Raven. Thanks to you, we were able to welcome them to Mars. Now we can finally move forward with our plans. We are the ones that will control Mars from now on. Oh, those are some bold words. Escort train. Oh, this sounds familiar. Requester Balena. We haven't even heard shit from them or ever worked for them before until now. I forgot they existed.
We've learned that Emerald is planning an attack on our transport train, Blacktail. Blacktail is transporting newly developed AC parts and will be refueling at the Schiaparelli train terminal, located in the Green District. The terminal is undefended, and it's quite possible that Blacktail will be attacked while refueling. So, we've decided to enlist the help of a Raven. Please protect the train. Be sure to give top priority to guarding the train's engine. You should protect the train until it reaches a minimum safe distance. Please, Raven, do not fail us.
This sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, it's literally a callback, like fan service reference to Operation Named Timekeeper. It's a callback reference and fan service mission for
We've arrived at the target area, commencing AC drop.
Same dialogue. For when you have to defend the train Boulder. The Boulder train, it was called. Well, the name of the train was Boulder, basically. In that desert, just like this. It's a desert.
Combat mode.
And then that red AC shows up.
Enemy attacks can come from any direction. Be prepared.
And you have to kill it before it destroys the train. And if you lose train cars, you lose money. Or you get, they offered a bonus. Yeah, it's a reference to that mission from Armored Core 1, basically, where you had to defend the train, basically. Defend train Boulder or something. Just, and it plays out exactly the same way. The train's gonna show up, it's gonna stop to refuel, you have to protect it, and then it leaves. You have to defend it till it's able to refuel and leave. Same shit. Nice little fan service, you know? Got him. From downtown. I'll probably just speed up this one a little bit. Nah, fuck it. It's not much different from the...
I'll be right soon.
That's why. I knew there was going to be some dialogue eventually. Here, that's why I was gonna leave it at 1.5, but
This is Blacktail. I'll be arriving soon.
I like this guy's voice. Alright. We'll put it at 1.5 then.
Reinforcements verified.
Oh, what do we got?
AC catastrophe verified. Commence attack.
What the fuck?
And it's red.
Keep in mind, your primary objective is to guard the train.
You son of a...
There he is. See, it plays out exactly like it did in the first Armored Core. The same shit all over again in this mission. Fucking AC shows up at the last second to try and fuck you over as you're trying to guard the train. Holy shit! The bastard prioritizes the train a little bit. You do not want to be between. You do not want to have the train between you and him, because then he'll just wreck it, and he's gone. Whew. Whew. And now you just sit here and wait for the train to refuel. No more enemies show up, so.
This is Blacktail. Resupply complete. We're heading out.
We're heading out.
Dylan!
I like his accent.
Son of a bitch.
He's just dicking around because you just have to sit here and wait. There he goes. There goes a great man.
This is Blacktail. Coast is clear. Thanks for your help.
Coast is clear.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
They totally won't try to attack him further down the road. That can't possibly happen.
Dude, bullshit.
Anyway. Additional AC parts. New AC parts are now available in the shop. Please stop by and take a look. On a side note, corporations typically prioritize their AC part donations to ravens who accept the most of their missions. Keep this in mind. See you soon. So if you're a fan of a certain corporation's AC parts, work for them more often and they'll offer you more parts in the shop. Balena. We're finally getting an introduction to another corporation. Balena is the third-ranked corporate power on Mars. They are weak compared to the other two, but with the development of advanced technologies, they have built a firm foundation and are growing steadily. Balena is, for the most part, neutral and excels at using diplomacy to avoid conflict. But rumors abound, that they have a number of projects underway designed to achieve growth. You're talking about diplomacy. We will contact you again. I don't do diplomacy. Oh shit, I didn't see that. Assist Malaya base. From Zeomatrix.
Disorder units have been detected in the newly developed Malaya base, located in the Barrel Desert. We are unable to figure out where they're coming from. Disorder units aren't that powerful, but can pose a problem when grouped. Finesse is the key here, as the base must remain intact. We'll require a small, maneuverable unit. It has been decided that a Raven will best serve our purpose. Your mission is the destruction of all Disorder units. Remember, this operation and the existence of the base are both top secret. Be careful.
Sounds straightforward enough. Useful bird.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Number of Disorder units increasing. Destroy them as quickly as possible.
Oh yeah, something else that changed from the last game is that your sword Your laser sword goes on the outside of your arm now. It doesn't just come out of the inside of the arm part. Forgot to mention that. So you can actually see what model of laser sword they're using. I'll lose this one point. The missions I tend to get an urge to fast forward more are the ones where like you're defending a target and the enemies come in slowly and they're just like whatever, like the airplanes from when we were defending the spaceport and the train just now. When it's mostly just sitting there, sitting back, shooting missiles from far away, waiting for them to come to you, or there's just not a lot of action going on.
Disorder reinforcements arriving.
The panic in her voice is real. The leg pieces have their own little boosters now. It's kind of a nice little added detail that
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
when you jump, whether you boost or not, the little boosters on the leg parts where the calves would be basically, for the legs, turn on every time they go like that. They don't use up energy either. It's nice attention to detail because I think realistically you would need a little extra tiny oomph to get a fucking giant metal mech like that to jump. It would take quite a bit of power propulsion, so. New product announcement. Zeomatrix. This is an announcement regarding new parts introduced by Zeomatrix. We are making them available to those who assist our corporation. Not only do the new parts fulfill basic functionality, but they also come with optimized features and a futuristic design. This line of products embodies the Zeomatrix corporate philosophy. Really? We believe true power should be given to a select few. Specifically, those people who will be instrumental in shaping Mars's future. Well, I'm flattered then. We hope our products will be used and valued. Sold off his legs and his booster. I can't remember. I mean, obviously it doesn't matter for this, but I can't remember if this game has an anti-soft lock feature I've talked about, where you can buy back whatever you sell for the same price rather than half price. That way you don't soft lock and become unable to start a mission or something. Which is something that I explained can happen in the first game. The first few on the PS1. Emerald. What was the mission though? Damn, he went in there fast. Guard secret information. Cool.
Head over to the Talent Underground factory. They've come under attack by
Oh shit! Sorry, it's been an hour. I should have taken a break here. Okay. I kind of got lost in it. Okay, so we'll start from here. Guard secret information by Emerald. I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. I was like, oh right, I'm supposed to divide this into 1-hour segments. Give my ass a break in the meantime. Bruh.